The government has decided to extend a Prime Minister's order designed to control the COVID-19 outbreak for another 15 days. Deputy Head of the National Taskforce for COVID-19 Prevention and Control, Ms. Thipphakone Chanthavongsa, said the new virus outbreak in neighboring countries had persuaded the government to keep the Prime Minister's order in place. Speaking at a media conference in Vientiane on Sunday, Deputy Head of the National Taskforce for COVID-19 Prevention and Control, Madam Thipphakone Chanthavongsa, said faced with this situation, our country is still at risk. This is due to the fact that there are continuing outbreaks of COVID in neighboring countries. The closure of businesses in those countries will mean that Lao nationals working there will return home, Madam Thipphakone said, citing one of the reasons for the extension of the order.
คำแนะนำของคณะเฉพาะกิจขั้นศูนย์กลางออกไปตืม15 วันโดยเริ่มแต่เวลา 0 โมงของวันที่ 5 กรกฎาคม
The government has decided to extend a Prime Minister's order designed to control the COVID-19 outbreak for another 15 days amid growing concerns over the surge in infections in neighboring countries. In particular, the spread of the Delta variant of the virus, which is transmitted more quickly than other strands, has convinced the government to keep control measures in place so that officials can make a timely response in the event of further outbreaks in Laos. Prime Minister Pavan enacted the order to control the COVID-19 outbreak on April 21st, authorizing central and local authorities to restricting the movement of people and curtail business operations as part of efforts to control the spread of the virus. While the restrictions have been placed, the number of COVID cases has declined and some of the larger provinces have recorded only imported cases of the virus.
เพิ่มทวีการซอกหาผู้ติดเชื้อมาปินปัวโดยมีการสมทบระหว่างองค์การปกครองท้องถิ่น
According to Madam Thipphakone, some control measures will remain in place in provinces with localized outbreaks. These include the continued closure of entertainment venues, especially karaoke bars and movie theaters, and a ban on sports such as football and boxing. Under revised control measures, factories and red zones will remain closed except for those whose staff have all been vaccinated and can provide shelters for their workers on factory premises. People are also banned from entering and leaving red zones unless they have permission from local authorities to do essential work. As part of COVID control measures, the government will continue to ban parties and social gatherings and strongly encourage people to have temperature checks, wear a face mask, and wash their hands regularly. To ease the impact of restrictions, the government has decided to lift some, allow the resumption of business at wholesale and retail outlets. Night markets, barbershops, and beauty salons outside the red zones can reopen, as can tourist sites, restaurants, and coffee shops, while outdoor exercises is also allowed. Meetings and workshops can be held in areas outside the red zones, while fishing from boats in river border areas is allowed between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Land, water, and air transport is now allowed between provinces where there is no virus outbreak. However, people wishing to travel to provinces where infections have been recorded must have had 2 doses of a COVID vaccine. State agencies and enterprises can now allow their staff to work in their offices, but they must check their temperature regularly, wear a face mask, and use hand sanitizer.